If I rotate the knob up, the voltage will increase and the intensity will increase. If I rotate the knob down, the intensity will reduce and the light will also reduce. You see how flexible it works.
Hello guys, welcome back to one more video. As you can see, today I'll be sharing you something very interesting and a lot of weird questions which I heard from my friends and try to answer them using a device.
So here at my desk, as you see, I already have a setup. So as you can see, the device which I showed you in the intro, that device I have connected with a bulb, and the bulb is glowing very lightly, and this is connected to the power. So now the point is, what I have built a 220 volt AC dimmer. So what does dimmer mean? So dimmer is nothing but a circuit using which you can control voltage, AC voltage. To explain this one, I was actually having a couple of discussions with my friends, and I came to know some weird questions they were asking. I would just show you some kind of such weird questions. I have documented them, and definitely such questions you will also find it weird. So if I go to the first one, it's I don't want to spoil my embroidery clothes with high rotating speed of my washing machine. Can I reduce my washing machine speed? What do you think? Have you came across such questions ever in life? I at least never came across such questions. So this was one of the questions my friend asked me. Then in further discussions, again after a few days I got a question my pump has a very high pressure, and that person used to wash his car directly from the water which is getting out from the pump. So he told me I don't feel comfortable to wash my car. The reason was the pressure was very high. So he told me, is it possible to slow down the pump or to reduce the pressure? Again a weird question came. We never think of slowing down a pump or slowing down a washing machine. Similarly, we have couple of other questions as well. I want to drill a tiny precise hole for my home decor, but drill machine is too fast. So as a reason, if drill machine is working too fast, so definitely you cannot do a precision drill. So either the hole would be more in diameter or the depth would be more. So his point was can I slow down the drill machine speed? So such kind of weird questions were asked. Another weird question from a girl was I don't want to apply very hot air to my hairs. He uses a hair dryer. So she told is it possible to reduce the hair dryer temperature? So these questions were something blowing my mind off. These are weird things, we never think of such doing such activities. So now the point was definitely being an inquisitive mind, I need to figure out is it really possible to do such kind of activity? And lastly, which blew my mind off, was I was asked with this question. Is I wanted to have a low light romantic dinner at home, but my lights are too bright for the ambience. So can I reduce the light intensity? So this question was the triggering point which let me think of can I make a device using which I can fulfill all these purposes, and that is the basic reason why I created this device. So I guess you guys understood what is the agenda or what is the problem statement that I have in my mind. Using that problem statement, what I did is I created this device. So now let me give you a brief introduction of what different components are present in this device and how we can use this device. And then I'll be showing you some experimental and real-time things using which you can figure out how this device is working. Is it fruitful or not? So this is the specific device that I have made. So as you can see, it is clearly written 220 volts 400 watt dimmer. Let me show you what all different components is present over there and what is the purpose for this one. So this specific socket is the output load socket. That means anything which you want to connect and power the device, you need to connect it over here. This is your input. So that means from 220 volt line which is coming inside your home, you need to connect this plug to the 220 volt input AC. This particular unit is the input voltage. So this is a voltmeter which has been placed over here. It will depict the input voltage which is coming from this 220 volt AC line. This one is the voltmeter, and this will depict the output voltage which is getting to your load. That means this is the output voltage on which your load will operate, and this is the input voltage for which you are providing the input. And you see on the right hand side high and low is written. So this is simply just a knob which you can rotate to increase and decrease the voltage. So in short, this is a very little device using which you can control the voltage, and in turn you can control any appliances with a lower or a higher voltage. So in short, this is the particular device that I have built.
So now let me connect different type of loads with this one, and then let's see in practical what happens and whether we are able to control voltage to that loads or not.
So I have my first device, that is a normal bulb. So what I'll do is like I'll connect this bulb to this device, so that to check like whether I can control the voltage and control the intensity for this bulb or not. So very simple, I'll just use this plug. I'll plug it in, and the next step is like I'll power on this device. So this one is connected to the mains power, so I'll just switch it on. So as you see, like as soon as I switch it on, so right now I have input voltage of 261, and slowly I'll just turn this knob and increase the voltage. So let me do it.
As you see, the bulb has already started glowing very dim, and like if we rotate the knob, then like it would start increasing the voltage and the intensity would also increase.
So now the next step would be like if I slowly increase the potentiometer or like the knob, then automatically the voltage will increase. So let's see. Yeah, you see the voltage is increasing and the intensity of the bulb is as well increasing. You see, I made it to almost around 282 volts. So you see now how much brightness, and if I slowly turn it down, automatically the intensity gets reduced. And this is a very precise device, so if I just ramp down the intensity, it will go to very low. You see, let me bring it closer. You can see like it's now very lightly glowing. That's in 82 volts or 83 volts. If I reduce it further, so you see there is a very negligible. So this is how this entire device is working. So this is the first experiment that I did with bulb, and this device is working perfectly. So now let me bring in my next device. So the next device is from my mom's kitchen, and this is a mixer grinder, as you can see. So what I'll simply do is like again connect this plug for the mixer grinder to this socket. It's connected. Now like just because I can control the voltage, so very simple, like the speed for this rotating head over here will also get controlled. So for that, just so that you can have a easy visibility, what I'll simply do, I'll just mark one of them so that you can easily understand like the speed is also getting controlled using this device. So I marked it as black so that you get to know like this is rotating on a full speed or a high speed. So as a basic step, like I need to power on the device, so I powered it on. Next is like I'll just reduce the voltage, and then I'll just turn it on. You see, as soon as I turn it on, this is not rotating. So now my next step will be to slowly increase the knob. You see, the knob has started, and you see it is now slowly rotating, if you can see it. So this is how precisely we can control the speed of a motor as well using this device. If I increase it slowly, you see the speed would increase a little bit. see, I can control the speed of the mixer grinder as well. So this is rotating in a very slow speed. Now if I slowly increase the speed, now you can understand like how much easily I can control the speed for any kind of a device as well, using this simple tiny little unit that I have made. You see how slowly the mixer grinder is rotating. Okay, so this is also working fine, that we all see. Next, I will disconnect this one and bring in a third device. So let me just power it off, unplug it, and I'll bring the third device. So the third device is from my workshop. So here's it. So this is a drill machine that I have, and I'll just plug it in. I've already pressed the switch, so it will automatically start rotating. And what I did is to show you that how can I control the speed of the drill machine as well. So I pasted a sticker over here. So whenever this rotates, so you can get a clear visibility like what is the RPM or the speed of the rotation for this device. So this is how we will do it. So as a first step, I need to power on the device. So I powered it on. As you see, the device is not rotating. So now let me slowly increase the voltage. You see, it is rotating at a very slow speed. You can even count the number of rotations that it's making. If I slowly increase the speed, it would increase. So this is how you can control speed of any motor or any kind of a thing. Like for example, if you have a pump at your house and the speed at which it is pumping the water, if you want to reduce it, you can simply use this device. Using this device, you can control the speed of the motor, and definitely it will pump less water. So this is how this device will work. You see how slowly this drill machine is rotating. As soon as if I start increasing the knob, automatically the speed will increase. Isn't this amazing? You see how quickly and slowly I can increase the speed as well. If I want to make it very slow, I can do it. Like this is an extreme slow speed that I did. So using this tiny little device, you can control anything and everything at your home. Be it an intensity of a bulb, be it a heating, be it a motor, be it anything. So you can control everything very easily. So this is nothing but a voltage controller that I have made. So this is done. Next step is I'll show you some other home appliances that we use in our day-to-day life and whether we can control that or not. So let me now bring in my fourth device. So for that, I'll just turn it off, disconnect it, and bring in my fourth device. So I have the fourth device with me, and now this is a generic hair dryer that everybody uses at home. So what to do with this one is I gave you an example wherein I can control speed of two motors. One was the drill machine and one was the mixer grinder. I gave intensity control of the bulb as well. Now I'll show you a temperature control and speed control both together. So how do I do it? Is I have a non-contact temperature gun with me. So what it does is in this display, as soon as I press this switch, automatically it will display you the temperature. You see, it's 31 degrees centigrade. That means this surface is 31 degrees centigrade. It has a sensor over here and it automatically analyzes and gives the temperature over here. So what I'll do is I'll use this hair dryer. I'll plug this device in, turn on the hair dryer, and I'll show at what temperature the air is blowing out of the hair dryer. and as soon as I increase the voltage, automatically the temperature will increase, and as soon as I reduce the voltage, the temperature will also reduce. So this is the experiment that we will do now. And now the question is, why should I use this device with a hairdryer? Definitely we all know, like, it is not a good practice to apply temperature on your hairs. That makes different kind of problems. It's like it can increase your hair fall, it can decolor your hair. There are n number of problems associated with using such kind of a hair dryers. So the point is, like, definitely if you use a hair dryer in an optimum temperature, then that's good. But unfortunately we do not have a linear control or a very precise control of the temperature in such kind of devices. Then how do we do it? Definitely Philips is a good brand, but Philips also gives you only two modes that you can see. It's like a high and a normal mode, and then a off. But if we want to have a very precise temperature, then how do we do it? That's not possible. Even most costly brands also doesn't give you such control of the temperature as well as the speed of the blower. So using this device you can do that as well. So now let's start with the experiment. So for that one, I'll just first plug this one in, then I'll just switch it off, apply power. Next is, like, I'll reduce the voltage, I'll turn this one on, and next is, like, I'll slowly increase the voltage so that this blower starts on. You see, the blower started, I can feel it. Next is, like, I'll keep it like this, and then using this temperature gun, I'll check what's the temperature of the air that's coming out. So let me do a quick focus. You see, it's 41.8 degrees, somewhat 44 degrees, 46, 46, 46. So this is the temperature of the air that is currently blowing out. If I increase the knob and make it little bit fast and warmer, now see the temperature, it's almost around 42. If I increase it further, $53, $58, $52. If I increase it further, 54, if I make it full, you see 66, how hot now the air is going. Again, if I reduce it down, it was 63, and now see, it's 52. If I reduce it further down, 46. So this is how you can control the speed of the blower as well as the temperature. So this is how this device is useful. So if I increase it, it will increase the speed as well as the temperature. If I reduce it down, it will reduce the blower speed as well as the temperature. So using this you can control the temperature of any device as well. So this experiment is also done. So next I'll grab in another device to show you. So before that, let me unplug this one. Let's turn it off, unplug it, and now I'll bring in the fifth device. So I had the fifth device with me, and now this is a hand blender. So my mom told me, like, when you are making such a kind of a device, show me like if I can control the speed of a hand blender or not, because mom's concern is like this blender moves in a high speed, though this has a 3-step speed control, but yet in the lowest speed also mom doesn't feel it comfortable to bake some cake batter or not. So for that purpose now I will be testing like whether I can control the speed of this hand blender or not. So for that, let me plug the device in. So I have the plug ready. Next is like I'll just power it on. So I powered it on. I'll just turn on this one. So once this is on, next is like slowly I'll increase the voltage and see if this starts rotating. You see, wow, the hand blender is rotating very slowly, as you see. Isn't this great? If I increase the speed, you see, it started rotating very fast. If I increase it further, so that means using this device I can control the hand blender speed as well. So in short, this device can control anything and everything. This is the device using which you can control intensity of a bulb, intensity of light, temperature, speed, be it anything, you can easily control it. So this device is so robust that you can use it for any purpose. So now let me show you what is the size of this device. So before that, let me disconnect this one. I'll just turn it off, switch off the power, unplug the device. So now I'll show you what is the size of this device. So I got the scale. As you see, it's only 4 inches in width, and if I talk about the length, as you see, it will be better like this. So it's almost around 7 inches in length, 4 inches in width. And what's the height? It's only 1.75 inches. So that means it is almost around a palm. So this is a size comparison, almost around a palm. And if I talk about the height, so it's almost around 2 palms that you can see on top of each other. So this is a very tiny little and like a very lightweight device, so using which you can easily control the voltages. And the brilliant part is, as you have just seen, that I can increase the voltage as well as decrease the voltage. So this is a very tiny little stabilizer that we have in hand, and using this you can control any device very easily. So those bulky stabilizers, you do not use it now. So this tiny little device will fulfill your purpose. So as you can see, this is my washing machine, and I have connected the washing machine plug with this device. Now we will check like if we can control the speed of the washing machine also or not. So for that, I'll just power it on. So you see the power came, and then I'll just turn on the knob. So now if I slowly start increasing the voltage over here, we will get to see like this slowly rotates. You see the speed, now it's very less. You see, I can control the speed of the washing machine as well. Isn't that great? Like definitely if you have a like embroidered clothes like which can get torn due to the speed of this washing machine, you can control the speed of the washing machine as well. So with this your clothes will be clean as well as they won't get damaged. So this is the marvelous device which I have built. Hope you liked it.
So I gave couple of examples with different devices, and all of them were working perfectly as you saw in the video.
So this device has been built up very robustly, and I answered all the questions. Yes, that is possible. So if you can build up a dimmer properly, then definitely you can control each and everything at your home, or like any kind of gadgets that you have. And just by reducing the voltage, either you can control the intensity of a light, or like speed of a motor, or like temperature, be it anything. It's very simple. Like if you talk about the electronics, so it's just only the voltage and current that you need to control, and the demo circuit does it for you. So hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching, and keep doing such DIY things at home. Thank you. Bye bye.